Imagine this. You've got a crisp $100 bill in your hand. Most people would spend it on dinner, new clothes, or a gadget. But what if I told you that same $100 could be the seed that grows into thousands, even millions over time? Sounds impossible? It's not. And in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to start investing with just $100, step by step. Now, don't click away just yet, because here's the thing. The difference between people who stay broke and those who build wealth is not how much they start with. It's how they use what they have. Stick with me until the end, because I'll reveal a powerful strategy called the $100 Wealth Ladder. A roadmap that takes you from your first $100 all the way to serious financial freedom. Before we dive in, do me a quick favor. Hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, and comment $100 challenge down below if you're ready to start building wealth today. The first secret of turning $100 into wealth isn't about where you put the money, it's about how you think about it. Most people think it's just $100, it's nothing. But millionaires, they see it as capital, as a tool to build bigger opportunities. $100 isn't small, it's the foundation. Here's an open loop. Later in this video, I'll share a true story of someone who started with just $100 and built it into a six-figure business. Stick around, because their method is shockingly simple. You might be thinking, is $100 even enough to invest? Yes. The beauty of starting small is that you learn the game without risking too much. You don't need thousands to practice building wealth, you just need consistency. In fact, I'll reveal later how $100 invested every month can grow into over $1 million. You don't want to miss that part. Let's talk practical steps. If you only have $100, here are your first moves. Put it in a high-yield savings account to park it safely while you learn, or use robo-advisors like Acorns or Betterment that let you start with just a few dollars. You can buy fractional shares of index funds or ETFs through platforms like Robinhood, Fidelity, or Vanguard. You can even buy fractions of individual stocks. And if you want to experiment with higher risk, you can try a small slice in crypto. But don't run off and throw money in yet. Later, I'll share the $100 allocation formula that shows you exactly how to split your money to balance growth and safety. This is where the magic happens. Albert Einstein called compounding the eighth wonder of the world. If you invest $100 and it grows at 10% annually, in 10 years it's $259. In 20 years, $672. In 40 years, over $4,500. Now imagine you add $100 every single month. The numbers get insane. And here's a teaser. At the end, I'll run through the exact math that shows how even small, consistent $100 investments can grow into millionaire-level wealth. Here's the truth. The first $100 is the hardest. Once you start, the momentum kicks in. Treat your $100 investment like paying a bill to your future self. Automate it. Don't even think about it. The habit is more powerful than the amount. But later, I'll show you a psychological trick that makes saving and investing feel exciting instead of painful. Here's where beginners often mess up. Chasing get-rich-quick schemes, putting all $100 into one risky play, selling too soon out of fear, or forgetting about fees that eat your money. Millionaires don't gamble, they play the long game. And later, I'll give you a checklist of beginner-proof rules that can save you from losing your first $100 investment. Let's talk stories. Sarah, a teacher, started with $100 in a robo-advisor, added $50 a week, and within 3 years had over $10,000 saved and invested. Mike, a college student, put $100 into a single index fund and left it untouched. Years later, it had quietly doubled. Lisa, a small business owner, took $100, bought some digital tools, and turned it into a side hustle that grew into $100,000. And remember the story I teased earlier? A young man took $100, bought thrift store items, and resold them online. That $100 turned into $300, then $1,000, and eventually into a six-figure e-commerce store. The point? It's not about the amount, it's about what you do with it. Here's the key. $100 is the seed. Once it grows, you reinvest, add more, and build. Think of it as planting your money tree. Each $100 you invest is another seed. Over time, you're walking in your own financial forest. Later in this video, I'll break down the $100 wealth ladder that shows you exactly how to move from $100 to $10,000 to $100,000 and beyond. Here's a simple strategy for your first $100. Put $40 into an index fund, like the S&P 500, $30 into a robo-advisor or ETF, $20 into learning, books, courses, skills, and $10 optional into something high risk, like crypto. Why? Because the biggest return on $100 isn't always financial, it's education. Investing in yourself multiplies every dollar. Here's your beginner-proof checklist. Never invest money you can't afford to lose. Diversify even if it's just $100. Keep fees low. Be patient because wealth is slow at first, and reinvest everything. Let's slow down for a moment and do a visualization exercise. Imagine you started today putting just $100 a month into a simple index fund. In year 1, you'd see just over $2,200 plus growth. By year 10, you're looking at over $19,000. By year 20, it's over $68,000. By year 30, it's over $200,000. And if you keep it going to year 40, you've crossed $500,000. That's the life-changing power of small amounts done consistently. But let's expand beyond the math. Let's talk psychology. Why do so many people fail to invest? It's not because they don't know how, it's because of fear and impatience. They want results now. They want $100 to turn into $1,000 overnight. And when it doesn't, they give up. But here's the truth. If you can delay gratification, if you can trade short-term pleasure for long-term freedom, you'll win this game every single time. Here's another real story. A man named James started with $100 in his 20s. He made it a habit to invest $100 every single paycheck. At first, it was barely noticeable, but after 5 years, he had over $25,000. By year 15, he crossed $150,000. By the time he was in his late 40s, he had built a net worth over $1 million, all starting from that first $100. His friends who laughed at him in the beginning were still working paycheck to paycheck. That's the difference between action and excuses. Now here's your interactive challenge. Grab a notebook and write down this sentence: I am an investor. Underneath it, write 3 actions you will take this week to prove it. Maybe it's downloading an investing app, setting aside your first $100, or researching index funds. When you write it down, you commit to it. And when you commit, you build momentum. Let's revisit the $100 wealth ladder in detail. Step 1. Invest your first $100. Don't overthink it. Just get in the game. Step 2. Add $100 consistently every month. Automate it so you don't rely on willpower. Step 3. Reinvest all earnings. Don't cash out early. Let compounding build. Step 4. As your income grows, scale up. Move from $100 to $200, then $500. Step 5. Build new income streams, a side hustle, freelancing, or a small business, and funnel that money into investments. Step 6. Stay in the game for the long run. The longer you play, the bigger the reward. Remember that math I teased? If you invest $100 a month into an index fund, earning 10% annually, in 30 years you'll have over £200,000. In 40 years, over £500,000. And if you can raise it to $500 a month, you're looking at millions. So here's my final challenge. Take your first $100 today and plant the seed. A year from now, you'll be shocked at how far you've come. Now it's your turn. Comment below. What will you do with your first $100 investment? I want to hear your plan. And if this video gave you value, smash that like button. Subscribe for more wealth building strategies and share this with a friend who needs to start their journey. Your millionaire journey doesn't start with $1 million, it starts with $100. And today could be that day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.